All right, guys. Market's dumped. I think we're all aware it dumped. And this is perfect because we've been waiting for this moment. You've been following me on Twitter. You've seen the calls. You've seen we've been predicting 38 to 40K. You've known we've been waiting patiently like a child on Christmas, waiting for Santa to put his butt on the chimney and take a giant dump. Not presents, but unload the crap so we can fiddle through the... I got a little bit too visual, but we can fiddle through what's at the bottom of the chimney and get some real gems. Because if you don't buy these coins I'm about to point out in this video right now, either you're being a sensible, conservative human being, which is perfectly fine, or you're a goof troop. Because if you're here to make money, this is the chance to get these coins. They're on sale right now. These are probably going to be the things that run October, November, December. You need to be looking for them. And in this video, I'm going to give you actually some DeFi coins and then the game coins I'm looking at. And I think the game coins have a lot more potential, a lot more 20, 50x potential, but we want to look at normal gains too. So look, guys, it's overall a good day if we think the market's going to go back up. We could be in a dead cat bounce right here. We could be in a denial phase. And we're about to lose all of our money, which is fine. It's fine, guys. You guys might not notice. I don't always talk about it because my list of titles and how important I am, it must get some people down these days. But not only am I the Florida Tri-State Orange Eating Champion, fastest in all of the Florida Tri-State area, I am also an award-winning, Emmy-nominated hairdresser. So that's why I'm not nervous right now, because I have a very good backup plan. If you guys see me cutting hair for soccer moms here in a little bit, you're going to know the crypto probably didn't end up happening. But if it does, these coins are going to explode. And if you've been following me on Twitter and YouTube, I've been holding out like a patient child for 38K, 40K to start buying up these coins I'm going to talk to you about right now. That's why you should follow me on Twitter at ZSS Becker. And I also tell you early before I get into other coins. For example, if you got into Virtue Poker right here, you're sitting at a near 10x. So follow me on Twitter at ZSS Becker if you want to see what I'm looking at and the early coins I'm getting into. And that being said, let's just talk about the market right now. All right, so guys, long story short, market looks like total, okay? Santa's butt cheeks are firmly planted on the chimney and he's dropping the Christmas goods, okay? First thing we need to point out, the most important thing. Do you remember a few videos ago when I said to sell your ADA at $2.80 and like every single ADA fanboy just ripped me apart and went nuts and said they're buying more ADA? How's that working out for you? But on a serious note, let's talk about where the market is right now, because there is a big risk to buying right now and you need to be aware of it. So everybody's predicting Bitcoin's going to fly and go nuts in October, November, December. Okay, well, at any time before a crash, people are predicting it's going to go nuts. People thought we were going to 100K directly from 60K back when, okay? And so what we're looking at right here, as far as this crash looks like right here, this is very similar to a denial phase. And what a denial phase is at the end of any dot-com blow, big blow off top in any market. This is not just crypto. Whenever you see these huge trends before a market crash, it dips down, it goes to about 75% of where it was, and then it has the real crash. That's exactly what's happening right now. That's exactly what is happening right now. And everybody is super bullish. Everybody's thinking it's going to go nuts by the end of the year. The reason why they call dead cat bounces or bull traps is because they trick people. If they didn't trick people, if people weren't bullish, they wouldn't be called traps, okay? So keep that in mind right now. If you're buying in right now, you're not getting in this big uptrend right here. You could be buying at the top. You could be buying on the way down of a horrific dead cat bounce. And if you're not aware of that, if you're investing right now not aware of that, or you're just curiously throwing money in, and if you won't even look at that risk, play around with it, tap it a little bit, and realize it's there, you're just like a child who's sticking his head in the sand about the Easter Bunny being real or not. I can't help you. Go to another channel. So this is my time to buy all the coins I've been really looking at. And we can very easily assume that these coins are probably going to go back to where they were in this last pump if we get this going on again. So let's talk about a few coins. So I'm really looking at AVAX, but more so the AVAX ecosystem right now. I mentioned a lot of small micro caps. For example, we all got on Joe in Twitter when we were talking about that way over here. So Joe paid off really well, and it's still paying off really well right now. Okay, one that is way down right now is Moon River. I really think this has a lot of potential. It's a literally Ethereum 2.0 that's already working right now. I think this one, this is way down right now. It's down a good, from its all-time high. $400 to $200. This is one I'm looking at very hard right now. On top of that, what I'm really starting to really dig around at is going to be Polkadot, which is very, very low right now. Okay, it was at like $35 a way ago. If we pump up again, DOT is going to get its run. So you want to be looking at DOT right now as well. And if you want to see bigger gains, I'd be looking at Kusama. And then finally, what I'm looking at on the DeFi side is going to be Phantom. This is way, way down. Okay, so this looks like it could do a potential 2x if it comes back. And I think potentially Phantom could really, really, really run here and pull something similar to AVAX or more so Solana. Not to the same market cap, but I could easily see it going to an $8 billion market cap, $10 billion market cap. So that's what I'm looking at in DeFi. Now let me show you what I'm looking at personally, because I mostly invest in gaming crypto. Now in my last video, I showed off all my gaming crypto gems that I think are going to do. It doesn't matter if we go bear or not. I think they're going to do nutty things here as their moments start to kick up. For example, I told you guys about Virtue Poker here on Twitter. This was at 90 cents here a couple days ago. Almost a clean 10x from where we started talking about it on Twitter. So follow me there at ZSS Becker. That being said, I'm not really buying these micro caps right now. Okay, I bought these way down here. What I'm going to be looking at is the big games. Okay, so here's a few games that I'm looking at in particular. So first off, Sandbox. This is looking to be like the most important first metaverse when it comes to crypto gaming. It's way down right now. It's way, 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 way down from where it was right here. I think Sandbox is going to go much, much higher than this, at least a couple $1 billion, and I think it's going to be just as big as Axie, if not bigger. So this is what I'm heavily looking at right now as a long-term investment, not a micro cap where we're going to get in and we're going to see 10x gains in this month. This is something I'd probably hold for a few years. This looks like a good time to buy it in this market if we're going to continue up. If you're thinking about being kind of boring, I'd take a swing at Engine. Okay, Engine is way down right now. Okay, it is absolutely in a dumpster. It was at $2. It's right here. Again, I'm not really that big of a fan of Engine because I think it's already at its large market cap. It could go to like $5 billion, especially when the gaming boom happens. It could go actually much higher. That being said, just pay attention to Engine right now. It's very, very low. Okay, so another one right here, Star Atlas. You can see the amount of hype that's going on right here. I have a few mixed feelings about the game, but I think this is an acceptable buy range finally for it. This was just outlandish how high the market cap went on this thing right here. I still think the market cap is a little outlandish, and I'd be waiting for another dip from Bitcoin to go even lower, maybe push this down to 100 million. But I could easily see this being a $2 billion game if they know what they're doing. So you could easily get a 20x on Star Atlas right now if we can see it go down to about 100 million right here. I still think 200 million is a little high. So keep that in mind. Then I'm also really looking at Veracity right here. Veracity's way down. You can see it hasn't even gone past its all-time high. This is really relevant to gaming, streaming, and gaming cryptos overall. And so if this goes a little bit lower, I'd probably say a $70 million to $80 million market cap. That's when I'd be scooping up Veracity. And to be honest, those are the blue chips I'm looking at right now. You could always go and swing at something like Decentraland, but where I'm looking at for the games is I really want to pick up Sandbox. Engine is just kind of like the Bitcoin of gaming crypto. And it's what everything's going to be built on. It's kind of actually ridiculous that Axie has a larger market cap than Engine because everything's going to be built on Engine, or could be. And in Star Atlas, if we can just get down maybe 150, 120, I might start swinging at that as well because I think it's going to pop right back up. And you really want to buy these gaming cryptos when they do this. Okay, for example, if we go look at Illuvium, which we did really, 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 really well on, you can see when it actually first started off, it was actually in the dumpster for the longest time. Star Atlas is kind of getting to the dumpster right now. It's not quite there yet. It could go a lot lower. And then what I would also suggest is go through my last video with gaming cryptos. If you see any of those that have dipped, I don't think they really have. Okay, because a lot of these are bought very early and a lot of these are long-term investors holding on to them. Then what I would also do is I would actually go check out my last video of all my gaming crypto gems. We've made a ton of money on these things, and overall, they're not really dipping. Okay, you can see Cetify was up here earlier, but I mean, here's where the dip started. And you can see it's really not doing much. That's because people actually want to keep investing in these games, and the adoption for gaming crypto is right around the corner. So bear market, I don't really care if we go to a bear market, because during the bear market, we're going to see the mass adoption of video games, and you're going to see all these things do a hockey stick. So What's going on in DeFi is cool, but what's going on, particularly with these gaming cryptos, and they're giving you maybe the last chance to get in before mass adoption, that's what I'm really looking at right here. So, guys, I just wanted to make this update video for you super duper quickly because this dump just happened. You might not know what to do. You might not know how to react. My overall 2 cents is this is either a great buying opportunity or this is the end of the dead cat bounce. I know what you're probably thinking. Well, you're saying it can go up or down. You have to take in both scenarios. I think it's more likely that we go up from here, but you must also factor in the fact that we might go down into your decision-making process. So I don't have anything else to say, guys. Follow me at CSS Becker if you want to see this stuff way earlier.